Let in a little joy. Let in a little light. Every little thing gonna be alright. What's the best that could happen? Clear the room for dancing. Let in a little joy. Let in a little light on Sunday night.
Here you are.
Hello and
Sunday
welcome.
night, and we are Bliss, and you're Bliss. And here we are.
In the middle of paradise.
Of the sweetness.
Of the absolute sweetness. Breathing in the love you give. Breathing out thanks for everything. Right here on the front porch of our cabin in As You Wish Woods in southern Indiana, right on the Kentucky line.
It's what they call Kentuckiana, for those of you that don't know.
Loserville. They don't really call it that.
You want to identify.
I just did.
You just identified as a loser?
Yeah. Well, Louisville.
Tell me your joke.
I think I probably.
Well, it might have been a minute since they heard it.
So we are from Louisville, Kentucky. Louisville, that's how you pronounce Louisville.
Right.
And we are living in the Hoosier National Forest right here in southern Indiana, right south of 64, right on the Ohio River, on the Indiana-Kentucky line. So now we're Hoosiers, and we're from Louisville, so we're
Losers.
That's right.
Big losers. Is this an L? I hope that's an L for you.
But we hope that you're not in L, because actually we want you to be in L for love.
Yeah, L for love, but
Right.
don't be an L.
Right.
Tonight we're wanting to really drop in and invite you into a prayerful place. You know, this world needs it, you need it, I need it.
I need it. Yeah, I do.
And so tonight is sponsored by prayer, by an invitation to just join us in this moment, join us in this evening, unite.
Whatever prayer means to you. I'm sorry.
Whatever, yeah, no. Whatever prayer means to you, whatever way that you unite with another person, with your divine, with nature, whatever causes you the greatest, most intimate connection with this gift of all that exists. That's what we're inviting you into tonight. So we have this great little book that we've been experiencing morning after morning in devotional time called How Do I Pray? And How Do You Pray? And it's inspiring responses from different spiritual leaders and guides from all over the world. And I chose a couple tonight, and this one is from Elaine Dowdy. And I just, I think we talk about all the time, don't we, that love is the key. Mm-hmm. Love is the key.
That was the answer to every question.
It really is. And God is love. And so she said, what would love say? Love would say, open yourself as the prayer. Love would say, breathe. Breathe and lean intimately towards the temple of your own heart. Breathe directly into your own heart, imagining that with each breath, your heart opens petal by petal by petal, like a beautiful rose unfurling in the soft morning light. Feel the rainbow dewdrops on the petals of your own tender, loving heart. As your heart opens with each breath, start to see the golden light begin to shine in the very center of your heart. Feel and see your heart filling with delicious, warm, golden light. Focus your breath, focus your prayer here, and as you do, feel your heart begin to spill over with golden light. Feel this golden light as it begins to stream through your body. It's a golden ray of light that is dancing prayers deep into your blood, your bones, muscles, and cells. It's a golden ray of light that vibrates the prayer of love through you and beyond you. It is the golden ray of light that dances your prayer into the universe. From this space, slowly open the eyes of your heart to gaze upon your world, this world, with the eyes of love. Now, every time you breathe, every time you pray, bring your awareness to your own being as a living prayer. See with the eyes of love. Touch with the hands of love. Speak with the lips of love. Let your being become the living prayer of love.
When I was a girl, each week on Sunday we would go to church. Pay attention to the priest. He would read the holy word. Consecrate the holy bread. Everyone kneel and bow. Today the only difference is everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. When I was in Sunday school, we would learn about the time Moses split the sea in two, and Jesus made the water wide. I remember feeling sad. Miracles don't happen still. Now I can't keep track, 'cause everything's a miracle. Everything's a miracle. Living in a miracle. Water is not so small, an even greater magic trick is that anything is here at all. So a challenging day becomes not to look for miracles, but finding where there isn't one. When holy water wasn't rare at best, really wet my fingertips. Now I have to hold my breath when I'm swimming in a sea of it. Used to be a world half there, here shaking me, hand me down. Now I'm walking with a reverent head, 'cause everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. questioning child's faith.
Say it's not a
Testament, that'd be very hard to say. See another morning come.
Say it's not a
Sacrament,
tell you that.
can be done. This morning outside I stood, saw a little red-winged bird shining like a burning bush, singing like a scripture verse. Made me wanna bow my head. I remember when church let out. Oh, how things have changed, 'cause everything is holy now. Used to be a world out there, heaven shaking, hear me down. Now I'm walking with a reverend there, 'cause everything is everything is holy Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saves a soul like me. I was lost, but now I'm found. Everything is
What if our religion was each other? If our practice was our life? If prayer was our words? What if our temple was the earth? If forests were our church? If holy water, the rivers, lakes, and oceans? What if meditation was our relationships? If the teacher was life? If wisdom was self-knowledge? If love was the center of our beings?
Who wrote that?
Ah, thank you, Ganga White.
Oh.
Isn't that beautiful?
And
It makes me want to do Sacred Earth. Should we spontaneously do that? I know we just did it, but I feel it. What if our temple was the earth?
Well, it is very much a prayer song.
It is.
It came from a prayer. That's, yeah. Oh, sorry, this is confusing me. Down by the clear blue water, down beneath the big oak tree, down beneath the canopy of the tulip and shagbark hickory, deep in the mossy woods, deep where the wild ferns grow, deep by the spring fair creek, gonna find myself, resurrect my soul, deep spring-fed creek, gonna find myself, resurrect my soul. Holy temple, made by the hands of the Most High, sacred earth, nourish my body, keep my soul alive. Nourish my body, keep my soul alive. Ooh, ooh. Lost all my worry, lost all track of time, lost in the reverie of the imagination of the divine, steeped in the evergreen, steeped in silence old as time. Where the wind sighs through the pines, I'm gonna find my peace of mind. Where the wind sighs through the pines, I'm gonna find my peace of mind. Holy temple, made by the hands of the Most High, sacred earth, nourish my body, keep my soul alive. Nourish my body, keep my soul alive. Nourish my body, keep my soul alive.
So what keeps your soul alive? And for me, and I want to ask you about this, but for me it's intimacy. It's intimacy with these beautiful human beings that we get to connect with on this planet. It's intimacy with this beautiful gift of creation that the Creator has extended. It's intimacy with our beautiful cats and doggy and
Birds and animal, the whole animal kingdom.
Yeah.
We share a kinship with, and we share a kinship with the plants that we grow and with all living things. We share this sacred intimacy, and the more the intimacy is actually can be some of the scariest stuff. It takes great courage and bravery to be completely open and tender.
And yet nothing grows unless it's open and tender, unless it's in a place of loose soil, right? And a place where it can expand and grow. And so right now, in this time that we're all walking through, you know, there's a lot that makes us want to close down and protect, and yet we've got to stay broken open. We've got to stay loose so that we can expand and grow, and we've got to stay connected.
And in intimate relationship with the sacred. The sacred. Invite the sacred into your life, because there's something bigger than you that runs through all life and all things. It doesn't begin and end with you. It actually just courses through you.
We get to be vessels that it all gets poured through, right?
So find out what your sacred is and connect with that sacred. What was your question to me?
So what is prayer to you?
Yeah. What is prayer to you? What is the sacred to you? What keeps you open?
And
Are you asking me right now?
Yeah.
I'll tell you when we come back.
Okay. And I'll tell you mine right now. May I?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
Of course you may. Never stop.
I know. Thank you. Prayer for me is connection, and it is very intimate. You know, it's prayer is being connected in the moment, and prayer may be in the middle of the night. I'm awake and I am connecting with the divine, and an intimate communication and exchange. prayer for me is when I'm walking these forest paths and I engage with everything around me, and I see a hummingbird being intimate with a flower, or I see beautiful dewdrops and spider webs, you know, in the grass. It's beautiful connection with everything. Prayer is what we do here with you on Sunday nights. It's connection. It's this fertile place where things can grow and get exchanged. And so I just invite you into this intimate place within yourself. Tonight we want to just meet you here. And so that's what we're doing. And we are going to take a quick break, but we're going to come right back. And in this space of time until we come back, just close your eyes and let it just be a place that you plant in and welcome all that is ready to embrace you. We invite you in. We'll be right back.
This is a prayer from Rumi, as translated by
Kabir Helminski, and we put it to music, and he was so gracious to let us do this. So it's a poem called Root.
And it just close your eyes, please.
Because it's an invitation.
Dive deep into the center of yourself, to the center of the universe. Don't go away, come near. Don't be faithless, faithful. Find the antidote in the venom. Come to the root of the road of self. From the substance of certainty, God at the treasury, holy light, come return the rule to the root of self. Come to the root, return to the self. I said, won't you get hold of selflessness? Be drive your ego and free from any track to the root of the root, to the root of yourself. I said, once you get hold of selflessness, you be drive from the ego and free from any track. Come to the root of the root, to the root of yourself. Yeah. gentle, still in our hearts with that love so full of fire. Oh, come return to the root of yourself. Come return to the root of
Go back where it all began, where you were planted. Go back, come back to the root, right?
Doesn't matter if you've broken your vows 1,000 times.
Still again, come.
And invite the light, invite the light. So you asked me how I pray.
Yeah.
It would be like this. It would be like inviting the light inside every pore of my soul, inviting the sun to spin around every one of my cells, inviting the moon to infuse its poetry and dreams and tides into the very waves of my soul. It would be always to love more, to love deeper, and to let go of anything that keeps me from loving and feeling that beautiful intimacy and connection and tenderness and joy and precious unity with all things.
Beautiful. I was thinking of the seed, the seed is encapsulated, but the only way that it grows is to break itself open from that shell, to free itself from anything that encases it against intimacy, It's beautiful. Yeah.
Right.
And it has to invite the light to grow.
Yes,
and
it
to
does.
connect to everything else.
Yeah. Because I'm sure, as most of you, we're really all empaths. But the more open you are, the more empathetic that you are. So we all have the capacity of being empathetic and to being empaths. And so the more open you are, the more attuned you are to other people's feelings, which can be overwhelming, but can also be such a gift and also very affirming.
And a connection into to compassion. And, when you're empathetic, you actually can put yourself in someone else's shoes and understand what they're walking through and tenderize, you know.
And you feel less alone because you can feel a connection to another person who is feeling as you do. And so when you feel, you feel that the friend, that God feels you the same way. And God feels every single sadness and tenderness and frustration and disappointment that you feel. And so inviting in as much light and joy and kindness and love into my life. And I also love to be open and empathetic to the sadness and to the darkness and to the pain of what it means to be alive. But because that's easily absorbed by humans for one reason or another, because we often pray to what we don't want.
Well, I've got news for you. We're always praying.
Right.
We're always inviting something in.
Exactly.
And it might as well be love and light and joy. Otherwise, we're inviting in despair
or distrust or fear or
right. We said it at the same time.
Or just so many different things. So because you're right.
And that brings us to our assignment
prayer
of alignment,
is just
right?
intention. Yeah.
Because you're praying for something. So what are you praying for? What are you inviting into your life is our question this week.
What are you praying for?
What are you praying for?
How do you pray?
What are you welcoming and inviting in? It's very important that you examine that because it's something we all do. Sometimes we're inviting in things that don't allow us to flourish and don't allow us to expand.
And you don't have to be a spiritual person at all, or anyone who believes in any other afterlife or anything other than like this chemical presence.
Let's just
this
focus on right
presence.
now, right here.
So whatever you're thinking of, your mind is kind of like the fuel for your soul. So it can really funnel. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Ooh, there's a deer in the woods or a bear.
Well, we've been hearing this today. We don't know if it's a deer,
or
it's a bear, or it's a beer, or a dare.
Ooh.
That's if it's a hybrid.
I dare to drink a beer. I'm just kidding. I dare to go bear.
Oh,
what?
That's better. Like bare your soul.
Right, exactly. That's what I was talking about. Anyway, where was I? We were talking about that even if you're not a spiritual person, basically anything that your mind is focused on is what you are putting your energy, your life force, your whatever, your attention into. So what are you putting your attention into? Things that are positive, creative, transformative? Are you putting your energy into how you can transform things, or just in how they suck, or how you hate it, or how it's awful, or how it's overwhelming, or and all those things are obviously important to recognize.
And it's just
don't deny them.
It's a slight pivot, isn't it, from what you're standing up for and what you're standing against.
Truly. Yeah, just like the bird, right?
Yeah.
Facing towards the wall or facing towards the sky. So essentially, what are you putting your attention towards in life?
And intention into. And
exactly.
What are you inviting in? And we hope you're inviting in the light.
shine through me. Invite the light of love to shine through me. So good, so good, so good. So good, so good, so good. So good, so good, so good. Nice vibraphone.
I like that ending. Thank you, beloved
Which one was
bird.
that? That wasn't a pileated woodpecker, was it?
I don't.
I'm
If
not
you're a
sure.
birder, please tell us what that was.
But that was a bird on the final percussion there, which is...
And I want to just really encourage all of us to remember that it really is all good. As people who live in the woods as we do for 20 years this January, we watch things, we've had to watch trees that we love die. And it feels like, oh, that's breaking down and that's dying. But then we watch it decompose and become humus and other things be able to grow in it and birds to be able to have habitat as it's dying, and then as it breaks down for plants to find rich nutrients in its decomposition and be able to grow. So as we experience all that's going on in our world and things feel like they're breaking down, understand it really is all good. It is all good, and it's all God, and it's all transforming right before our eyes and right in our presence. And what are we praying for? We're praying for light to enter the dark places and allow growth and allow new birth. And so we invite you into that, and we just want to affirm it's all good. It's all good.
It's all God.
It's all God.
And we'll be right back. This is a prayer. This is a song, a soul cry, and an extension of self from the Lakota tribe, a prayer called the Strong Woman Song that we learned from an indigenous person from the region known as Canada, and she taught us this, and we sing it with great honor and respect, knowing that we have a thread of Native American blood in our veins, and feeling the ancestry of that and connecting with it as a vital thread to connect us to the earth and to a sacred way of praying that is so pure, and it's like praying as a mountain would pray. We are sing this in gratitude, and it goes into a Rilke poem that is a prayer. Wichita, hey, Wichita, Wichita, fly like an eagle, eagle in the sky, fly like an eagle, eagle in the sky, fly like an eagle into the sea, fly like an eagle where my spirit carries me. Reaching towards the sun, just like Orpheus. My song is never done. I am circling ancient tower. I've been circling those years. I don't know if I broken on a storm. I wonder if I age old soul.
What a gift to be here right now, to be chosen to be here right now. And for many, this is a really difficult time.
For all of us, I think, really.
Really, all of us, you know.
How can you not be alive right now and be feeling the weight of everything that's unfolding? From climate collapse to economic collapse, social collapse. I mean, everything is kind of falling in on itself. And that can be very, very scary and overwhelming. And it's painful.
And it's even trickling down to our children right now, you all. We were with kids this week, and we got to ask them, has COVID been hard for you? And it was so heartbreaking to hear them, yes, you know, whether it's having to be away from people that they really love and care about, to learning in ways that are challenging, to right down to wearing a mask.
God, I cannot even imagine.
I mean, it's for this generation, this is intense, and we've got to see that, and we are their guardians. And I really want to beg and beseech of all of you to please, please recognize that we are the guardians of these children, and we have got to step up and protect them. We've got to step up and protect them. And that is during this pandemic, but beyond. Let's say we survive this pandemic, there is a climate collapse going on. What are we leaving these children? What is this legacy that we're handing down? And we have got to rise up and stand up and protect them. And protecting this earth is protecting them. Protecting each other during this pandemic is protecting them. And if nothing else compels you to do that, can it be these children? Can it be that we're just really tenderized by this exchange we had this week with these kids? And I beg you, please stand up for these kids and protect them. Do what you have to do right now. Wear a mask. Please consider, if you haven't, getting vaccinated. Please take every action you can.
If you're not sure, but you think maybe you don't have to wear a mask, but you're not sure if it really does protect children from getting this disease, this horrible virus, then why not err on the side of, oh well, I might be inconvenienced, but what if they do get this disease?
Then it's just only an inconvenience. It's not being drastically wrong. And right now, ICU beds in Oklahoma,
in Arkansas,
are full
in Missouri, and I think in Florida, it's the ICU beds for children, pediatric care. They're full up, and they're having to relocate them to neighboring states because these children are getting this virus, and it's sending them to the intensive care units.
And while most may survive it, do you really want them to live with long-haul symptoms and conditions and struggle their lives with health conditions that are
You can't gaslight your way out of this.
No, and as Amy said, as you said, so maybe you think this is all a hoax. Okay, so then still put a mask on,
Just in case.
Just in case.
Maybe, I don't know that I know everything. I can't honestly tell you. I just am going by what the experts, the scientists say, but I don't have personal knowledge of how this all works.
But you do have peace, don't you? You do have peace knowing you're doing everything that you can do.
What if this really does? Because the facts are, this isn't some weird conspiracy. It's happening all over the world that people are getting this virus, and it's happening to more and more children and younger people. And so what are we doing? So why not just wear a mask? Or if you're considering getting vaccinated as you do, smallpox and polio and other, viruses, illnesses that you don't want, this is just another vaccine like that. So please consider it. And this is our plea to you, because here we are on this planet. And it's
not just about us.
It's not just about us. It's about each other, and it's about our, why are we here right now? And what is the burden we're here to bear and to transform and to hold and to heal? And in order to do that, we have to be able to hold and heal ourselves. Or we can't hold and heal this planet or each other or this illness or our country or everyone. Everyone's invited in this,
So let's start with where you are right now, because you might be feeling these shadows. And what we want to say to you is there wouldn't be shadows if you weren't surrounded by light.
Yeah.
There's hope.
We all feel it. We all feel it. You're not alone.
And we're in this together. We really, really are. We're all on the same ship.
All we ask is that you think beyond what you think you know, and think in terms of love. If you think through the heart of love, beyond what you can understand, trusting love to guide you, then you will find a ship at safe harbor. You will find an anchor out at sea. You will find the truth of love for yourself and peace of mind and soul. And we send this song out to all of us, going going through this. There wouldn't be shadows.
If you weren't surrounded by light.
This is a story some will live to tell. I reached down the bottom of the wishing well, walls closing all around, and you found your lost and lost so you're looking for a trapdoor when it seems the only way out of it, and all the confusion, it seems easier to discern. Something will open your wings and carry you. You don't have the strength to believe. Don't close your eyes. Tomorrow you'll see things quite differently. Look at your eyes. The small but see enormous things. Keep walking. There's no place to be. It's hard to see, but everything's unfolding perfectly. Death has you straight, running from an avalanche. Your mind is filled with wine, your breath consumed by sight.
thinking there's this, it's like something to hold you, and all you got to do is just open your wings and let it carry you. It's like that feeling, I'm sure, that you get when you float, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're buoyed, you're held.
Mm-hmm. It's like a tether, like an umbilical cord, like a connection, a golden thread to the infinite, to life itself, to love itself. And we just want you to know that we are praying with you and for you and holding you in this life. And when we hold each other and we pray or send out good wishes or intentions or hopes for someone, it matters. It is actual energy. Just like there's energy we can't see. We create it on levels that we're yet to uncover, but we know for sure we can see the vibrations and material things from
literally
sound.
changes
We
and
can
shifts
see
things, doesn't it?
the mathematical equations that all things inhabit. We can see the life that plants have when we sing to them or pray to them. You know, these things matter to children, to each other, to ourselves. When we do these things, then when we pray to ourselves and to love, to embody us and everything around us, it shifts everything, and it has power as potency. It is an actual potion. It's a love potion, a life potion.
For
it's
every
the
emotion. Right?
Yes, for eternal life, for eternal
And if you
peace.
Accept that invitation, you'll feel hope. And that's what we want to offer you most of all, is it's all possible. It's all possible, and it's all good. It really is all good. It's all transforming into something, and it's perfect. It's unfolding perfectly. Trust that. Trust that. So we want to offer you some hope here.
And to know that this is our community praying together. This is our song for our community, for choosing love, for choosing kindness, for choosing peace, for choosing trust in a greater intelligence than what we could ever possess, and trust in the balance of all life, and trust in love.
Always trust in love, and don't give up.
Sorry for your pain. Try to shield you from the rain. When the clouds ring out their tears and the sky starts to fall, and I know that you'll be lost if I couldn't pay the cost. But I've learned that poverty is worth it all. Take this moment in your hands. It will never come again, my friend. Hope's a bird perched in your soul, sings a tune without the words, and never stops at all. As long as the rainbow still follows the rain, as long as the mama's hand still comforts the pain. When we get heartbreak, we keep crying. When all seems hopeless, we don't stop trying. As long as our cries don't drown beneath the sea, as long as we can pray to the God in which we believe, as long as the seasons still come and go, as long as there's so much more to know. Take this moment in your hands. It will never come again, my friend. Holds the birds in your soul. Sings a tune without the words and never stops at all. What am I? What are we? We are dreamers, you and me. We're all the same, whatever your name. Can we believe this bird has wings? This bird has extend, my friend. We don't win, we don't lose. We choose, we choose, we choose, we choose to take this moment in our hands. It will never come again, my friend. Hopes of burst in your soul. Sing the tune without the words and never stops at all. What am I? What are we? We are dreamers, you and me. We're all the same, whatever your name. Can we believe this bird has wings? This bird has wings. This bird has There's still hope, 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 there's still hope. So take this moment in your hands. It will never come again, my friend.
And that right there is the greatest prayer of all. Taking this moment in gratitude in your hands, right? Giving thanks for this gift of you, of being here at this time, and all the gifts that
See the gifts of the
we're
cicadas.
experiencing.
Right there they are.
Is that tree frogs?
That's tree frogs.
Oh,
That's
she can identify.
cicadas. That's pond frogs.
Oh,
But they're not, they're kind of, you can't really hear them. But the cicada is the gift of their prayer.
Yeah.
17 years we haven't heard them. And they rattled their bones on the tail end of the song right there. And you hear those pond frogs, quack, quack. They sound like
Quack?
ducks
They go
almost.
quack?
Yeah, pond frogs go quack. Well, they learned how to speak from ducks because they were on the pond. And,
Right, and they were like,
who's
they're
my
kinda
dad,
like-
who's my mom, nobody knows, so everyone just started quacking.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're all quacked up.
you quacked me up.
You're everything you're quacked up to be.
Oh, so are you. We love you so, so much.
How do
We're
we
here
do
with
that
you.
here?
We're here for you.
Okay.
As you said, we're praying with you and we're praying for you.
And I want you to know that you are a prayer. You are God's prayer. You are the divine's prayer, your creation's prayer,
Your wished for song,
your love's.
your evidence of love. That's right.
And we just encourage you to ask yourself, what am I praying for? And how do I pray? How many different ways do I pray?
And
Feel
invite
this-
in the love and the light, a little bit of joy, a little bit of light. And we'll see you next Sunday night.
Feel the sacred in all things.